Hey, it's Miss Alana working on math, being smart, awesome, and amazing, just like someone I know. And that person is you. Yes, working on our math assignment for today. Today is Thursday, December the 8th. We are on to the last one on the front side. We are almost halfway there. Yes, working on fractions. Let's begin by reading the standard. Read it with me. It says, number and operations, fractions. Use equivalent fractions as a strategy to add and subtract fractions. MGSE5 and F1. Add and subtract fractions and mixed numbers with unlike denominators by finding a common denominator and equivalent fractions to produce like denominators. For this section, we need to add and subtract the following fractions. Use the fraction bars to help you make equivalent fractions to add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators. All right, I need to make this a little bit smaller so you can see. All right, so there's one whole, okay? And all these fractions are equal to one whole. 2 halves make one whole. 3/3 make one whole. 4/4 make one whole. And 6/6 makes one whole. All right, first we need to look at that first problem. Of course, it says 2/3 plus 2/6. Let's go ahead and shade that in our fraction bar. 2/3, where's 2/3? Right here. That's 1/3. And then another third makes 2/3. And 2/6. 1/6 plus 1/6 makes what? 2/6. Now, we cannot add them together because they do not have the same denominator. That means the number at the bottom. Because look at the pieces. They're not the same size pieces. That's not fair. You can't add things together like that if it's not the same size piece. But we can do what? Convert. We can change our fractions into equivalent fractions to make them have the same size. Does 1/3, can we change 1/3 into 6s? Or can we change 6s into thirds? 6. That's a hard word to say, 6. All right. Now look, 1/6 can't be a third because it's smaller than that, but we can change thirds into 6. Do you see? Let me erase this. How many thirds make, how many 6 makes 2/3? Look right here. Look. Bam, right there. Do you see that? Do you see? 1/6, 1/6, 2/6 makes 1/3. Do you see that? And then look, 1/3 and 1/3 makes 2/6. So 2/3 makes what? 4/6. So let's write that down. 2/3 is equivalent to or the same as 4. No, I don't want a red pen. No. Let's make it purple to match it up. Now, what I want you to do, see, some of you all are just copying my answer. Not okay. You need to show the work just like I'm showing the work. So make sure you show the work. All right? Show the work, show the equivalent fractions. I'm actually going to have you all go back and redo it if you don't do that. So make sure you get that done. And then 2/6, where's 2/6? Right here. 1/6 and 1/6. What do we have? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6/6. Now, do you see? This is the same thing as what? One whole. The whole thing is shaded. So go ahead and write 6/6 equals 1 whole. Bam, we're done with that one. All right, let's look at number 2. Let's erase this. Erase. Oh, that's a big eraser. All right, number 2 says 2/4 plus 1/2. Let's shade in 2/4. Right here, 1/4 1/4 plus, oh, so that's 1/4 and 1/4 makes 2/4 right there. And 1/2 right here. Now, can we add these together? We can, but not yet, because why? They're not on the same fraction bar. They're not on the same fraction bar. They're not equal sized pieces. Look, 1/4 is smaller than 1/2. So we need to make them into equivalent fractions. We need to have some equivalent fractions. Can we change 1/2 into fourths or fourths into half? Oh my gosh, look. They're equal to each other. Ah, do you see that? Do you see how they're equal to each other? Now, 2/4 right there, bam, is the same thing as 1/2. So, oh my gosh, two different ways you can do this. You can write 1/2 plus 1/2, because look, 2/4 is 1/2. Or we can write what? 2/4 plus 2/4. I'm going to write it on top. 2/4 plus 2/4. And what's 2/4 plus 2/4? Look, 2 and 2 makes what? 4/4. Or 1/2 and 1/2 would be 1/2, which is the same thing as 2 halves. So 4/4, if I shake this whole thing, that would be 1/2. 2 halves, 1/2. So you can do it either way. You can make them both into fourths, 2/4 plus 2/4, or you can do 1/2, 1/2, and that equals 1/2. So easy, right? Let's move on to some subtracting fractions. Look at number 3. 3/4 minus 1/2. Let's shade in 3/4. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. And 1/2. Let's shade 1/2. All right. Now, we can't subtract them from each other because what? They're not equal sized pieces. But can you see what is equal to what? Yes, right there, look. 1/2 is the same thing as 2/4. Do you see that? Nope, I need a different color so you can see it. Do you see that? 1/2 is the same thing as 2/4. Let's write that down. We have 3/4 minus what? 2/4 equals what? So look right here. Do you see that? What do we need to do? If we have 3/4 and we're taking this away, I can cross that out, and what's left? 1/4 right here. Now, if you don't understand that, go back, watch it again. Watch me explain that to you again, okay? All right, ready to move on to number 4? Let's move on to number 4. Two-thirds minus 1/2. Let's go ahead and shade that in. 2/3. Nope, I don't want that color. Let's keep it. No! It's not erase everything I did. Can't erase all the hard work we've been doing. 2/3 right here. 1/3. 1/3. And from that, we'll take away what? 1/2. Oh, this is like fun coloring on the board. All right. Now, we cannot subtract them because they are not on the same fraction bar. They don't have the same denominators. The size of the parts are not equal. Now, we can change them. What can we change them into? Now, see, look, we can't do that because then what's left is that. And, oh, you see that? Right there. Do you see that? Let me show you. Do you see this 1/2 and 2/3? If I take this away, and cross that out because we're taking that away, do you see what's left right here? What is that the same as? 1/6. Yes, 1/6. But I'm going to show you how to use equivalent fractions, okay? So let me erase, 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 erase. No, what are you doing? Erase. Let's convert 1/3 into 6. 2/3, well, not 1/3. 2/3 is the same thing as what? 4/6. Let's write that down. 2/3 is the same thing as 4/6. And from that, we will take away 1/2. Do you see this 1/2 right here? Do you see this 1/2 right here? Well, that's the same thing as what? Right here. 3/6. So write that down. 1/2 is the same thing as 3/6. And so if we take that away, which is like taking this away, what's left? 1/6 right there. All right, now, if you are confused about any of these problems, you can always watch this video again. And guess what? If you're still confused by today, by tomorrow, watch it over the weekend, all right? Because remember, the more and more you practice, the smarter and smarter you get, the better and better you get at fractions. We'll continue practicing that. So keep on practicing, keep working hard. If you need the other videos, go find the other videos. See you.